Good morning, everyone. Give a minute for some people to get on here and we'll share this. Okay, so I did some notes for today. Let me back up. Hello, everybody. I'm Lloyd Runkle. Many of you know me, many of you don't. My wife Leslie and I have Etheric Connections, Crystal Shop and Healing Center, and Etheric Connections 2 Crystal Shop, and they're both in Gettysburg. I'm a light worker. I'm a crystal shepherd. I'm a spiritual coach and healer. And, I'm a teacher, I'm a guide. I'm here to help guide people to living the best life that they can live today. Got my Let That Shit Go shirt on today, my happy Buddha, because, man, I've been holding things in. I realized that over the last couple weeks, I've been angry, and I didn't completely know why, and I'm sad. I'm not in fear, because I know that the universe takes care of us. The universe is going to provide everything that we need. And I started to look at the reasons why I'm sad or why I'm angry, and I found this answer, and I found that answer, and I found a number of things that were outside experiences that were making me feel that way. So then I looked at the mirror and I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? What are you showing me? My children have been mirroring to me, students and clients and friends and family. I read a lot of comments on Facebook. I don't spend a lot of time on the news. I don't spend a lot of time watching things that to me aren't based in fact. But whenever you open Facebook up, our friends and family are sharing all this information, and we have to be discerning on what we read and what we take in. And I'm reminded daily that I'm not here just as a teacher in this lifetime. I'm also here as a student. So again, what are the lessons in where we are right now today for me? And one of those is to focus here on the heart space, live from the heart space, allow other people to feel the love that radiates from me, and not allow myself to be pulled into the other experiences, to others' experiences. Yes, we're all experiencing travel shutdowns, stay-at-home orders. We're experiencing what they're calling a pandemic. And we're all part of that together, but we don't have to let that outside experience affect us inside. And I have been. I've been... like I said, I was angry. I'm still angry about certain things. As a light worker, I chose to become who I am. I chose to work on the traumas of the past, and I chose to change the beliefs that I had. Many of those were generational beliefs, societal beliefs, and I've worked on that. And And now today, we live in a country, the United States, that we have many freedoms. And in my youth, I was very patriotic and go United States, go America. I went in the army. I served in the army, and it was about freedom. And at the core of what's happening, they're taking freedoms away from us. And I know that this is a touchy subject. Many people don't agree with some of my beliefs, and that's okay. You don't have to. As a healer, I've agreed to help others and help myself shift the consciousness of humanity. And where we are today, the consciousness of humanity has gone to a place of fear. And I feel that. I feel the pain of others. I feel the fear, and I feel the anger and sadness. Now again, I have my own anger and sadness, so I'm not taking anything away from that. It's my job for myself to go in and hold that resonance of love, empty the garbage out of my mind that I read and that I see, that people are telling me, text messages that I get. And don't internalize it. Don't allow it to go in and change who I am right now today. And I know that many of you are the same. If you're watching me, you're a light worker. You're here. We're all light workers, and we've all, in a sense, we've all agreed to be here today. We didn't know that this was going to happen in our lifetime, but here it is. So we're here to shift this now, and many of us have gone to doing remote healing sessions, remote readings. We've shifted our businesses to online businesses, and that's great. That's helping. That's helping to shift the consciousness of humanity. We're doing lives where we're coming together every day. There's many people that are getting out here and sharing information, and it's awesome to see. I love to hear what others have to teach, and I love to share what I've got to teach. What I'm going to say next is that when I watch some people teaching, the words they're speaking do not match the energy that they're sitting in. And I was the same way. I watched my live from last week, and I was like, well, holy shit. I'm speaking, but I'm not speaking from my heart. It's not totally what I want to say. Today, I'm going to say a lot more than what I have been. And I believe that what I'm seeing, the energy in other people, that it's not only me that feels this way. And let me preface this by saying, if you're scared, if you're in fear, if you are angry, if you don't understand what's going on, reach out to somebody. Say, hey, I'm grounding every day. I'm doing this and this and this, but I'm still not moving away from the energy of what's going on. So reach out to your friends, to your family. Reach out to myself. We're here to help. We're here together. If you're watching this, on some level we have a soul contract. We've agreed to come together in this lifetime, as student, as teacher, as friend, as family, and we're here together. And it's our job as incarnated humans to help shift this energy, and sooner than later. So I put a few things together. Some questions to look in the mirror and ask yourself, and answer them truthfully. Am I in fear? So you look in the mirror and say, am I in fear? And I can look at myself, and I see myself in the camera, and know at this moment I am not in fear of what's happening around us. I'm not in fear of the future. I'm not in fear of the past, because I know that the universe has guided and directed me to this point in my journey, and the universe is going to continue to take care of me as well as take care of all my brothers and sisters. Am I angry? On a certain level, I am angry. And I'm consciously working on that. I'm identifying the anger, and I'm handing it off to my team of light workers, to the angels, the ascended masters. There's many light beings that are here to help us right now. The Pleiades, the Hathors, the I can't even think of the Arcturians. So the Arcturians, the Pleiades, and the Hathors, I work with them, and they're here. They're here with us right now, and so I hand off this feeling of anger over the things that are happening around me to them, because I don't need to carry it. I don't need to hold it. Am I sad? Absolutely, there's some sadness. And the sadness is I can't go and hug my brothers and sisters. I can't give them that embrace. I can't shake their hand because I'm being told that I'm not allowed to. Hi, Aaron. Yeah, I see that, and it's I know that it's more than just me that feels this right now. Thank you for sharing that. Am I holding the vibration of love? When I sit here and look at myself, I can see that I am a being of love, and I'm expressing that in an outwardly way, and I want to be that being of love. That's who I am at the core of my being, and yeah. Am I being authentic? Ask yourself, look in the mirror. Am I being authentic? The words that I'm speaking, are they authentic? Yes. Am I speaking truth? Yes. Go in and if you want to read the news articles, read them, but allow them to go through your filters. And if they don't feel like truth, don't share them. If you can't validate the information, don't share them. Are my words uplifting, motivating, and encouraging? Yes. That's what we're here for. We're here to help each other transcend the limitations of time, which is what we are in on Earth. We have a clock, and that clock says, but as spiritual beings, we're here to transcend that time. And that's what we're doing. So we can shift the outcome of the energy that we're in by shifting the consciousness of humanity to a place of love, moving away from this place of fear. The news is all about fear. Many Facebook posts are all about fear. I told several people, I wish I could find one news channel that I could turn on and know that what I'm seeing is truth. And I've been told there's some internet sites that are like that. I haven't researched them. I haven't taken time to validate it. If someone knows of some good news that is truth, share it. I'd love to. I'd love to find some place that I can see truth. When I look at the numbers of what they're talking, the numbers seem very lopsided, and I know that I've looked it up. The average number of deaths in the United States per day is 7,500 people. So my question is, with the deaths related to the virus, are we at 8,500 people a day? Or are we at 7,600 people a day? How much has it shifted? And that those are the kind of things that I'd like to see, but I can't get the information. So again, if the words aren't the truth, if you're not speaking uplifting, motivating, and encouraging words, don't speak them. And again, I said it before. My trust in the universe got us to where we are. I get the message, I hear the words, and I trust and I act. And Leslie and I have come together, and we do this together. and we're very good at hearing the message and acting on the message. And here's where I am as a healer, as a light worker. When I started this journey, I didn't know what I was seeking. I had no idea. I didn't know if I was looking for a 5-minute fix or a lifetime change. I had no idea. I had no idea what I was walking into when I stepped into my first circle. But I found a way of being that changed the fabric of my reality. And the people that were my friends, they don't understand who I've become. And that's okay. They were in my life for that period of time where our journeys were parallel. And now I have new people in my journey. And new people that I'm walking this path with. I've shifted away from society's beliefs that I was born into. And, are going to church and the local government and going to school and all the beliefs that were surrounded by that. I've shifted away from that. And I have my own set of beliefs now, my own personal beliefs that I allow to guide my day. We're born into these generational beliefs. Our grandparents teach us one thing. Our parents teach us one thing. Our siblings, our aunts and uncles, our cousins. And those generational beliefs were here to help us get our feet on the ground and become who we were. Unfortunately, over generations, our beliefs have shifted away from this heart-centered space to more of society's beliefs. And we have to learn to transcend those beliefs and become and follow our own beliefs. And those beliefs were here to keep us safe, to help us survive. And that's what they did. They taught us a way of being that allowed us to survive. Well, now we're moving from this place of survival, although society is trying to drag us back into the belief of being in survival mode. We need to move into this belief of thriving. And I've talked about thriving before. If we're surviving, we're getting up every day and we're doing this routine and okay, I made it to the next day. I don't look at that. I'm here at this moment and I'm thriving. I've got a beautiful family, a beautiful wife. I've got a roof over my head. I've got, the 2 crystal shops with my beloved. We have a healing center. So we're thriving. We're moving through this day in this center of love. I'm just checking my notes here. We're experiencing this pandemic, which is unlike anything we've experienced in this lifetime, and I believe it's unlike anything that humans have ever experienced in humanity. There's 7.5 to 8 billion people on Earth. At no other time in Earth's history has there been that many people. So when you take the consciousness of that many people and you say, we're in a pandemic, nothing like that has ever happened in the history of humanity. We're witnessing our families, our friends, our fellow humans, and they're in this place of fear and anger and sadness. And how do we help shift that? Because we came here to help with this shift. That's why we're here. That's why we've awakened. And for the last 8 years, since the shift in 2012, there have been so many people that have found their path, that have awakened. And that's happened because of today, because of the energy we're in today. And we help to shift this collective consciousness by starting with ourselves, starting with our own heart space. living from this place of love, and not living from the thoughts in our minds. The words, I keep hearing these words for the last week and a half. The sage walks with an empty mind and an overflowing heart. And those words have given me peace, because it allowed me to begin to empty the thoughts in my mind and move to my heart. And that's the being that I have become. But again, outside experiences, I allowed them to come in and get into my head. And the head space is not where we want to be. We want to be in this heart space. So I put another list together. And these are questions for the people that I know and I love, the community that I've been fortunate enough to find, the light workers. And ask yourself these questions. Why did I become a light worker? Look in the mirror and ask that. Why did I choose to become a Reiki master? Why did I choose to become a sound healer? Why did I choose to practice earth magic? Why do I send healing to my brothers and sisters of the earth? Why do I meditate? Why do I say mantras and do mudras every day? Why do I do self-care? Why do I walk with an empty mind and an overflowing heart? So those are some questions to ask yourself to help bring you back to your heart space, because I know at the core of each one of us, the answer to all of this is we did it because of love, self-love, love of our brothers and sisters. When I say the words brothers and sisters, I'm talking about all humanity. We're all one. We're all related. And we've all done it to create a better earth. And I know that when we move through this time, we will have the earth that we've had in our dreams. I've seen it, and I know that the universe is showing me this, and we will move into it. We'll move into this earth that is a place of love, and move away from the fear. And I am blessed to be able to sit here today and say that, I know that we're going to be there. But then I come back to the question, how do we do this when we're told that we're non-essential? Because that's pretty much what light workers have been told. We're non-essential at this time. Close your businesses, close your Reiki practice, close your massage studio. They've said that because they don't understand that what we do is essential, that the physical touch is important to all humans. I said earlier, we've shifted to remote readings, remote healings, and that's great because we continue to share our energy, we continue to share our love. But I want everybody to remember that we've all lived lifetimes that we were the witches in Salem, and we were burned at the stake for doing the earth medicine that we did. That's not going to happen in this lifetime. Many of us had lifetimes as Native Americans, as the healers, as shaman, as the medicine men. And even after everything that happened to them, they continued to practice. They continued to be the shaman and the medicine men. And they found a way to move out of the energy that they were in, move away from the energy of being told they couldn't be who they were, and they found a way to continue being. And that's what we have to do today. How do we continue being? How do we move the energy to a place of love so that we can all go back to our day-to-day business and laying hands on people and healing people and helping others move through this time of fear? And I've had this conversation. I see a lot of things that are happening to people that we are going to be more essential than what anyone knows when this is over. When our day-to-day lives go back to being able to go to our shops and help heal others and give that guidance, we're going to be more essential than what we were before. Because there's so many people that are going to be stuck in these PTSD. There's going to be many people with PTSD after this. I keep hearing that people are going to have a hero complex because people are being told that they're the hero for going out and doing their job. And I'm not dispelling that. I'm not saying they're not. But what happens in a society when you're told that is you get a hero complex going. And at some point, and it may be years, that's going to have to be healed. We're going to have to find a way to move through that energy as well. And I believe that just by moving away from this fear consciousness to this love consciousness, that we can help to shift that energy and it is going to be okay. So, again, find a way to allow yourself to be the light worker that you are. Because again, I know if you chose to be a light worker, you're a natural leader. Otherwise, you wouldn't have questioned, why am I here? You wouldn't have asked for more knowledge. You wouldn't have learned the art of the subtle body. You wouldn't have found out what chakras were and how they worked. And we were the rebels. We were the out of the box thinkers. We were the black sheep of the family. And here we are today. We're being told to step away from our beliefs and sit down and as Walking Crow said the other day, when they told us to put the mask on, the mask is symbolic of gagging us. And I thought, wow, I didn't see that until he spoke it. And it's true. They don't want to hear what we have to say. So they've told us, put a mask over your face. Gag us. Don't allow us to speak. I'm okay with putting the mask on if you're going into a store. If that's what you feel is comforting to you and it creates less fear and panic in others, by all means do it. Don't drive around in your car with a mask on. Don't walk down the street with a mask on. Don't go out and garden with a mask on. Allow the fresh air to fill your lungs. And speak when you can. Connect to that light that we came from. Because we all come from this point of light. From a point of light within the universe. And we call it the channel of light that comes into our crown. And when we can connect that channel of light to the source, there's so much more that comes through us. And again, like I said, if you're sad, let us know. If you're angry, let us know. If you're in fear, talk to us. And you don't have to talk to me. Talk to your friends, your family. Let somebody know where you're at. Don't sit in the shit. Let that shit go. Let it go. So that's what I've got for today. And I see that Tara said she was talking about this with her husband. This, share it. Speak with people. Be the light workers that we're here to be. And many blessings. I love each of you. And thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.